We now continue with Smurf.
All funky colors. Shapes that swing.
It's impossible.
This is the Eclectic Discussion Podcast.
It's another episode where did all my treasure go? Ratchet bitches, ratchet hoes, fuck them good, then let them go.
This is the EDP.
That's right, another episode. Listen, this is what we're doing today. I'll tell you what we're doing today. We are talking about PSAs. Not only are we talking about PSAs, we're talking Saturday morning PSAs, the best of the Saturday morning. Unfortunately, this generation and the generation before it, you didn't have your Saturday morning cartoons. Saturday morning cartoons were probably the greatest things ever to be. You get up, get your cereal, lay down in the living room floor, blanket, pillow, just watch cartoons until, I don't know, whatever time you woke up in the morning until, about 1 o'clock p.m. It's great. But during Saturday morning cartoons in the 70s and the 80s, you had these PSAs. And it was things that helped little kids. They were targeted to us kids because they knew we were watching and they knew our parents weren't watching because they got to sleep in. It was an automatic Saturday weekend babysitter. And so, but some of these things were incredible. They were great. And looking back and remembering them, it's like, oh, we got to bring them up. We got to make sure that people know about these, and the people that grew up with them, we gotta have a little time to reminisce. So we're gonna start with the Bod Squad. The Bod Squad was like 74-ish, I think, doing some research, to 88. So that's around my time. So in the 80s. So it was a lot of, this was body. The Bod Squad was nutritional messages. So you had the Chomper. The Chomper, he looked like Fonzie from Happy Days or Danny Zuko from Grease. He was a greaser.
Exercise your teeth. Exercise those choppers, really chew, chew, chew. Exercise those choppers on some good hard food. Your molars grind, your canines tear, incisors bite right through. So exercise those choppers on some good hard food. Pumpernickel, carrot sticks, crunchy fruits and nuts. Things you really have to do.
And he wanted you to exercise your teeth on some good hard food. I guess the idea was, celery and carrots and things like that. The crunchy stuff helps strengthen your teeth, and that's what they told us to do there. Then they had don't drown your food. So basically, that was don't overuse condiments and gravy. Actually, taste the food. This is what they were telling us in '84. Listen, stop with the gravy. I don't like gravy, so they had me. Then make a Saturday. So because it was Saturday morning cartoons, so they made a Saturday. So using bananas and yogurt to make a better sundae, a more nutritious sundae instead of ice cream. It was using bananas and yogurt. It was the Bod Squad. Then the Munchies. Listen, all these things used to come on in between like cartoons. It was great. It had to do other things than sit and eat. So you had Quick Fast that was eating leftovers, saying, look, man, eat the leftovers. Nutty Gritty.
Nutty Gritty, Nutty Gritty, it's a snack you can munch. Nutty Gritty, Nutty Gritty, a healthy snack you can crunch. You take a bunch of nuts, any kind will do. Throw in a bunch of raisins too. Then invite a bunch of nuts to share with you your Nutty Gritty.
Nutty Gritty was sang by Scatman Crothers. If you don't know who Scatman Crothers is, he's the caretaker in The Shining, the black guy. Also the voice of Hong Kong Phooey, #1 super guy. And you will hear about him on my They Were Black episode about the cartoon characters who I just knew were black. So go back and listen to that. So Nutty Gritty was about eating nuts and raisins. You know, some good stuff for you. Then Yuck Mouth. Yuck Mouth was my one.
They call me Yuck Mouth, 'cause I don't brush. Oh, I like my teeth like this. They call me Yuck Mouth. No, I won't brush. How's about a little kiss? I got roast beef in my teeth, got some chicken too. Ouch, that's a cavity. Hey, that's new. Well, if you don't brush your teeth, then get you too. Can be a Yuck Mouth.
Don't be a yuck mouth. Another nutritional message from the
They call me Yuck Mouth because I don't brush to not have cavities. You didn't want the cavities, so that was helping you there. Then, so that was the Bod Squad, and you know, Zach of all trades.
Don't pout, check it out. Zach's gonna show you what work's about.
Zach of all trades was great, and I'm gonna tell you why it was great. One, with the biggest, well, all right. One, it was a lot of things that help prepare young kids for adulthood. Like school didn't tell you about certain things, and certain things you just, I'm telling you, our generation was so great because there was so many different ways that people or media tried to help you. There was a lot that tried to, stifle you, but the best thing, it was Luther Vandross. This is 1986. Luther Vandross, Zach of all trades. Luther was Zach. He had a Z sweater. He had a sweater with a giant Z on the front. So Zach of all trades had 3 joints. Name Game. Name Game was about getting a good job and using your talents, whatever you're good at, and trying to get a job.
You're gonna make a good penny when you know you have many talents. Name 4.
I can cook and fix a car, read a book and gaze at stars. What kind of jobs am I good for? Tell me.
Chef, engineer, journalist, astronomer.
What you like to do today can help you find a job that pays plenty.
Penny, penny, oh penny.
You're gonna make a good penny when you know you have many talents. Name 4. I can sketch my math is strong, build a desk, sing a song. What kind of jobs am I good for? Tell me.
Painter, computer whiz, carpenter, showbiz.
What you like to do today can help you find a job that pays plenty.
Listen, I mean, 5, 6 year old, like, yeah, whatever you like. What do you like? What are you good at? This. Well, shit, let's just figure out a way to make that work for you. This is what they was telling us back then. It was great. Then they had Future Blob.
It's the blob, it's the blob.
I am the future blob.
Without a job,
I am the future blob.
What can I do?
No need to panic, no need to get scared. You can make the future by being prepared. Ask, what do I like to do? What jobs are suited to me?
I like to skate. I like to go bowling. But my favorite hobby is cutting and sewing.
You can get going, plan a business sewing. It's your job, your future job. There are many jobs you can train for.
Now, Future Blob was basically, without a job, get prepared for a job. Get yourself situated, get up, get ready. This is what they were telling 6-year-olds, like, listen, in the future, you're going to need this because you got to think, this is Saturday morning cartoons. This is not for a 16-year-old about trying to get into the workforce. They was trying to prep us. It shit really helped me, I'm telling you. Then Jack and Jill. Jack and Jill was full Luther. He got it in on Jack and Jill.
Listen up, children, if you wanna know what tomorrow will bring and where you will go. Gotta find your dreams and goals. Time to pick your schemes and roles. Make a choice, Jack. Can't lie on your back all day. No way, no way, no way. Make a choice, Jill. Can't lie on the hill all day. No way, no way, no way. You both can make choices about a career in any old field without any fear. You can be what you want. It becomes very clear when you believe in yourself and take time to prepare.
And it was careers again. Like what careers are available? What can you look for? What can you try to do? They was really trying to help. I'm telling you, Jack of all trades was hard body. Then you had Time for Timer. Time for Timer, he was time in the human body. It was all yellow. You've seen Time for Timer. He was all yellow with a tie and a top hat and I think a shirt. It was just buttons though. He was big, like a meatball with a long ass nose. He was all yellow. And the whole premise of Timer was he lives inside people's body and teleports out. It went to like 92. I think it started in like 70, 75 or something. So he had a few joints. He had Hanker for a Hunk of Cheese. He was a cowboy and he wanted cheese. He was trying to get kids to eat cheese.
When I'm slow on the draw and I need something to chaw, I hanker for a hunk of cheese. When my 10-gallon hat's a feeling 5 gallons flat, I got something planned, which is little cheese sandwiches. Come on! Here's a great little snack to tide you over till dinner. If you want
wagon
something
wheel.
delicious and nutritious,
Cheese again, but this time he wanted cheese and cracker. A wagon wheel cheese and cracker sandwich, like a thing of a Ritz with cheese, circle cheese, and another Ritz, called it a wagon wheel. Listen, I don't know. Zack of Trades, he was not. Then he had one, Take Care of Yourself. It was How to Brush Your Teeth. And my favorite, my joint, Sunshine on a Stick. It was basically making ice pops with fruit juice, a toothpick, and an ice tray. So, you take an ice tray, instead of water, you fill it with fruit juice, put a little plastic over the top, and poke toothpicks through it, throw it in the freezer, and then you got fucking ice pops with flavor of whatever juice you put in there.
Now some weekend when it's raining and your mother is complaining because you're hanging around just twiddling your thumbs. Tell your mom that you've been itching to make something in the kitchen, and oh yes, the mess will be a minimum. But the thing that's going to please her is you make it in the freezer, and nothing could be easier to fix. Now just watch as I go through it. Really, all you need to do it is some kind of juice and just a few toothpicks.
I was like, yo, that's juice. You gotta understand, listen, this was like 82. Like, it wasn't like, yeah, of course. No one knew, no one was doing this. So that was dope. Then they had the one, You Are What You Eat. He was a reporter and showed the digestive system. And Have a Carrot. Basically, that was telling you in between meals, snack on like carrot sticks, and then he changes a boy into a banana at the end. It was something. He had magic somehow. I don't know. And the last one was Eat Some Kind of Breakfast. And it was, don't know it till you try it. Try eating new foods, which obviously I didn't pick up on because I shan't. So that was Time for Timer. Like, these things were all great. The Bod Squad, Zack of All Trades, Time for Timer, the Munchies. And they had, on NBC, they had One to Go On, or One to Grow On.
Hi, I'm Mr. T, and I'll be right back with One to Grow On.
So it was like the what's the thing? The more you know, with the star shooting across the thing. But the one to grow on, the NBC joints had like all the sitcom stars. Had Jason Bateman and Cherry Johnson. So you had the whole punky, Soleil Moon Frye, Kim Fields, Tempest Bledsoe. But then you had like the regular NBC people, Stell Getty, Betty White, some of everybody. And it would start with like an animated sequence that leads into a animated TV, and then the actor is on there, and then the actor introduced themselves, and then like in the 80s it ended up having then a commercial, and then they go back to a live sequence, and some kid have some kind of dilemma, and then one to grow on would cut back to the actor who explained, how to solve the problem, and then the kid then either had to own up to the consequences of the action and blah, 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 and at the end they'd be like, and that's one to grow on. Bleh. So, but all those other ones were great. The one that grow on was a little ham-handed, but everything else, Saturday morning, the cartoon joints was outstanding. And I had to tell you about them. Hopefully you remember some of the stuff. Go look up some of it if you don't remember. But I appreciate you guys listening. And in the meantime, in between time, appreciation.
And with your wrinkled pussy, I can't be a lover.